PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, where to follow your boy at. Y'all see the title of this particular blog, man. Let's talk about it, man. Jump off Joe Beezy or Mouse or Podcast Joe, whatever you want to call it, brother, right now in 2022. PSAhiphop Prynce. I know PSAhiphop is actually back outside now. You know, shout out to, listen, if there's two rappers in 2022 that I'm happy that's back outside and they're back in the booth and creating music, that would be Kendrick Lamar, and now we got PSAhiphop Prynce, right? If you're new to this channel, on my old channel, me and my brother Watson, numerous times, we would have segments about PSAhiphop Prynce and how much we wanted him to come outside. You know, you go back to 2017 with No Dope Sundays, which I thought was one of the best projects of that year, but that's a different story for a different day. We also know about his pen and a lot of contributions that he's done for the Kanye West brand when it comes to music, right? But PSAhiphop Prynce, I know he's dropping, I think, Friday, so if you want to say this is a rollout, he's bringing back old beef. I don't know how this back and forth or one-sided beef maybe PSAhiphop has with Joe. It's just weird how all of a sudden look how I come back around though, right? PSAhiphop called Joe out, but then Joe hasn't been outside in so long, so it's like, am I expecting Joe Budden to all of a sudden come back outside because PSAhiphop Prynce went on LA Leakers and had some lines for him? Me personally, I don't think that's gonna make Joe come back outside. And I've said numerous times on old shows to Royce the 5'9" that Joe Budden's pen, his pluma, is dusty. It's dusty. This man ain't been in the booth for how long? Like, when's the last, Joe's into R&B. Like, a Mary Had Joe, I don't know if a Mary Had Joe can get busy in the booth. I don't know. You know what I mean? He ain't been outside since when he did, like, 35 diss tracks towards Drake? Like, which was, it was fire. I'm exaggerating the numbers, of course. You get what I'm saying, man. But this does stem back, the back and forth, or the, not real tension. This is not real tension, man. It's hip-hop bullshit, man, right? The back and forth between these guys, man. And let's be honest, it was Joe who really took the first shot at PSAhiphop. He's the one that took the first shot at PSAhiphop, where now we have a PSAhiphop talking about wanting to do a battle with a person that does not write bars anymore, does not go in the booth. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But like I said, this does go back to when Rory Mal and Joe was on the pod together, and I think Joe called, he was getting shots at Kanye, and then he took some words for PSAhiphop. So it's like, I can understand if PSAhiphop watches those episodes back then. You can tell Joe obviously respects PSAhiphop as an artist. How can you not respect PSAhiphop Prynce, right? But then, you know, calling him with the dun-dun-dun and everything like that, it's like, is it black girls lost a shorty, oh, you for ice? 1 minute you showing me love, and another minute you throwing dirt on my name. That's just how PSAhiphop tweets was coming off. You know what I mean? That's when Joe was saying, I don't think PSAhiphop, you know, wants any kind of smoke with him and everything like that. You know, people saying, you know, Joe can't, you know, do LA Leakers like how PSAhiphop's doing it right now. And I did like the PSAhiphop Prynce LA Leakers freestyle. It was solid. You know what I mean? I wish he picked a different beat. And to be honest, even was it last year I think it was, when PSAhiphop was doing features. I forgot who PSAhiphop did a feature with last year. And I remember speaking to Watson about the verse he had. I know one of you guys will remind me the verse that PSAhiphop had, Part Itself. And I was like, it doesn't sound like the same PSAhiphop to me. The verse is okay. It wasn't crazy to me and everything like that. The LA Leakers freestyle was straight, in my opinion. I know people are going crazy over it. You know, you can tell PSAhiphop being his battle rap bag. He's explaining his bars. You know, when I said, like, you know, he's in that bag. I thought it was alright though. I think Joe Budden, with all due respect, in my opinion, he has better freestyles than that from back in the day, from Rap City to when he went to Green Lantern and sat there with Styles P and Beanie Siegel, Uncle Murder and Freeway, and them ran up in there, dropped a verse and bounced. Like, that was legendary. Joe has legend. I mean, I see people saying Joe is scared of Sci-Hi, fam. You can't go at Jay-Z, 50, Game, Ransom, Saigon, his verse on Blood on the Wall against Prodigy. Yo, people think Hove got that P-Man, R.I.P. Prodigy. Yo, what Joe was saying to Prodigy, son, on there, we said, don't mind me, worry about your Medicaid. Oh, man, beats help you out most of your career. Like, he was wilding on P, and I love P. Yo, Joe was wilding on P. It's just that Joe don't rap. He don't rap. You seen him, he trends more every 3 days for other stuff. He do stay with a baddie, though, Joe. Grab that water. 3. I ain't gonna hold you, Joe. You stay with a baddie, though. I gotta salute the king on that, though. You feel me? But yeah, I've heard better. I've heard other Joe is when he was on Slaughterhouse, when they went to Hot 97. Like, Joe got freestyles, bro. Like, rhyme quotables. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you say Sci-Hi couple projects, if you say Sci-Hi has better projects than Joe Budden, I'm not mad at that, because I will take No Dope on Sundays over Joe Budden's first album. Do it, Pump It Up, and everything, Calm Down, and everything like that. And I would take Sci-Hi. That and Sci-Hi had another project before that. I forgot the name of that joint, though. Part itself, y'all. But I mean, I'll stick to No Dope on Sundays, though. I think, you know. But then you have some people who say Joe Budden's Mood Music. You can have the conversation, Mood Music 1, all right, Mood Music 2 or 3 versus Sci-Hi to Prynce, No Dope on Sunday. You can have that conversation. You know what I mean? You literally can. You know? And that's when Joe was on the pod, and he said to Rory and Mal that if Sci-Hi diss him, this pod will have to take a 2-month hiatus. Joe, I never understood that. Why would the pod need to take a 2-month hiatus for you to write for Sci-Hi? This is not Nas, where Nas took like 6 months to write Eat to Have Jay Got at him. Like, dog, we not doing that, Joe. I remember you saying that, though, that old clip. Yo, this pod will take a 2-month hiatus. Like, fam, come on. You need 2 months to write? That's what, think about that. Joe said that back in 2019, in 2 months. Fast forward 2 years later, now he probably bump up 2 months to like 5 months. Sorry, Ice and Ish, but you know what I mean. And the bars that he had for Joe was alright. He said, Sci-Hi had for Joe Budden. He said, why you got stomach? He said, why you got so much hate in your heart? They gonna let you F around and make hating an art. I don't see much time I can waste on that mark. And please save the remarks, because your radio personalities never had It was alright. It was a couple. It was cool. I don't think he went ape-ish. I think the standard high when it comes to diss tracks are the all-time low, or people take shots. They don't even be hitting like that no more, dog. The last great diss track might be Pusha T getting that Drake, the Adonis story, like revealing that Drake has a son and everything. But that's the last one. Or before that, Drake back to back, because I was everywhere. But he's gonna be having no fire, whatever, man. You know what I mean? I know Joe put a tweet out there and said, why Sci doing that or saying that while I'm on vacation and stuff. And then Sci responded, you lucky they effed up my vocals, but you a hater, because one day you champion a dude, then you turn around and, you know, say some weird ish. So that's where Sci's coming from, you know. And we know how this works, y'all. Somebody will get them on the phone. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Joe don't rap. Sci, this ain't no street ish. It's just banter back and forth. And you F around, and then Sci-Hi's on Joe Budden podcast in 2023, them sitting down on a yoga stance, picking the toes at each other. I don't know, dog. Who knows, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, But I ain't gonna lie, No Dope on Sundays, I thought, and I love Kendrick, but I did like No Dope on Sundays more than Kendrick's Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did like that more than Damn, you know? So, I don't think Joe gotta respond, bro, but, you know. Listen, I think Sai is a dope rapper, but lyrically, I would have Joe over Sai. I know Sai is talking about set it up on URL. Yo, fam, I do not want to see Sai the Prynce and Joe Budden battle rap. I don't want to see that. I'm good off that. I have no interest in that. I don't want to pump that. I really don't even want to talk about that, but Sai put it out there. I don't want to see that at all. I'm so good off that, bro. So good off that, man. So tell me what y'all think, man. Sai the Prynce, Joe Budden, man. It's your boy 3, man. 1.